That was so cool. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? I'm Donna Vee. It's story time. Where are you, Yogi? Hi. Yogi's with me today. I'm so excited. Come here, bud. It's Tuesday, and it's September 15th, and I'm so excited to be here. How cool is that little tiny video I just put up there? That was something I just learned how to do today, and I wanted to share it. I'm so excited. But really? Want to come over here? Come on. Come here. Everybody, say hello. It's Yogi. Yogi's feeling a little under the weather, I think. But that's okay, because I'll take care of him. Right, bud? Say good morning to all the kids that are watching for story time. Nana might be watching too, actually. All right, go back to bed. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday. It's September 15th. It is day 179 of Story Day. And, oh, poor Yogi. And I'm so excited to be here because today is a letter T. Today is a letter T, and T is amazing. And good morning, Frank Simon. I'm so excited to see that you're here. Frank yesterday had a procedure done, and I'm so happy that he's here today. I read a train book yesterday for you. And, of course, today is the letter T. And you know what? I just totally have no more train books. I have to get some train books in here for the kids. That'd be actually really good. I actually picked up some books in Glen Ridge from a really sweet family. And I have so many books to donate when I get this project underway, where we'll be paying it forward and talking to kids about the importance of reading and paying it forward and teaching them about sharing their books and their stories, and maybe even trying to encourage kids to read out loud and record themselves, even if it's with an emoji. I know that's a lot of the schools are doing right now. Just ideas I have to try to help promote literacy. So, without further ado, let's get to the show. Today, we are live on Facebook. We are on Facebook Live, and we are also on YouTube and Periscope. And you can be sure to see us Sunday through Friday, 10 to 11 every day. I play repeats on Saturdays because of work. Wah, wah, wah. Just kidding. I love work. And we change the letter every day. We are on, like I said, 179. So if you do the math, mathematically, we've done a lot of times. We've gone over the alphabet. Yeah, pretty much. We've gone through it so many times that Frank now has alliterative sentences that he shares that I turn into tongue twisters because I just try to read them super fast. But you are more than welcome to post in the comments any word that you'd like, family friendly, that begins with the letter T, and I can read it out loud. And then we shout out the kids' names. So if you have children, and that's right, Chris, and if you have children that you'd like to have shouted out, you can put their names in the comments too, and I will add them to my very cool, very large, ever-growing and evolving list. It's amazing. I love this list. But for right now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stretch. We are going to stretch. It's such a big part of waking up and like starting your day with a healthy habit. Just like getting up, I have a moment of gratitude, or 5, depending. And then you brush your teeth and drink lots of water in the morning. I'm going to do that now because water is so good and so good for you. It's so good because it hydrates you. And if you hear my voice, sometimes my voice gets a little hoarse, and it totally helps. Okay, here it is. So excited. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. Terrence Turtle tried turning toward Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. That's a really good one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words that start with the letter T. That's amazing. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. You are magical with the sentences. I will tell you that right now. And now we're going to stretch. One of the things I love to do is seated jumping jacks. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of because I don't love to stretch, but it's good for you. So when I started this show 179 days ago, I thought, why not? It's a good idea. When you wake up in the morning, stretch with some arm circles or some jumping jacks. And because it's good, it's a good way to learn by repetition. We recite the alphabet. And we know there's 26 letters in the alphabet. And the 13th letter in is what? M. And guess what M stands for? Middle. So that's why you never forget. All right. So we're going to start out with, let's do arm circles, and then we'll go into our seated jumping jacks. You could do whatever you'd like. And if for whatever reason you can't stretch, maybe you're injured or something else prevents you from moving around so much, stretch your imagination. And maybe in your mind, imagine yourself exercising or doing stretches just like the rest of us, okay? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, the Frankensteins, W, X, Y, Z. That's a famous move created by myself and TJ. TJ starts with T, and TJ is in full-time school and cannot be here. Thank you, Frank. That's very sweet. Well, if I'm going to show yours, I have to show everybody. So Chris says, get dressed. Chris, he works for Sesame Street and sounds and stuff. And that's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. You're all beautiful people. And I love that we're here together every day, 10 to 11. It's amazing. It is. I was looking for my sounds without looking down. But now I need to find the letter T. What did I do with my letter T today? Z, W, V. Oh! Look at this. What have we talked about? See this? Capital T. See this? Lowercase t. Do they look alike? Nope. Good morning, Mom. Donna, can we please send some wishes? Ooh, he is? Absolutely. And T is for Thomas. I love Thomas. I hope he's okay, and I'll reach out after and you can tell me what's going on. T, T. Uppercase, lowercase. They don't look the same. As a matter of fact, you know what it looks like? It looks like the uppercase dropped its top. Where's my... Do I have my back scratcher? So it's like if I was an uppercase T, I would go like this, and now I'm a lowercase t. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the alphabet. It's such a mystery. All right. Now it's time for Alpha Bear. Alpha Bear. Ooh, Alpha Bear wants us to show you that on the back of this T is a turtle. And that is amazing because maybe his name is Terrence. I think we should just name him Terrence. Terrence Turtle tried turning. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Turtle. Okay, I need to focus. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. Oh, Donna. That's Terrence Turtle. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so now let's see whose names start with the letter T. Here's what I ask the kids to do. When you hear your name at home, you should be running up and down, jumping up and down in the living room, so excited. But if today is your letter and your name starts with the letter T, for you, it's like hearing now batting for the New York Yankees. I don't really watch baseball. Or now starting for football, which I love. Just act so super excited. Get your energy up because it'll increase your energy throughout the day. It will. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Good morning, TJ. First one out of the gate. And baby Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, and Luca. Good morning, Lucia and Mia, Jax Lennon, Mark McCartney, Nina Starr, Brianna and Lily, Alex, Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper, and Tori, starts with a T. That's Frank's daughter. Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson and Ollie, Colin, Lily, Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Gracelyn, Kaylee, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, and Juliet, Regina, Madison, Jack, Allie, and Andrew, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam, Finn and Fletcher, Anzor, Kai, and Zach. We've got Leah and Kristen from Johnstown, PA, Holland and Austin. We have Paisley and Presley and Liam, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie and Isaac. Hi, guys. Patrick, Liliana, and Melanie, Jane and Liam, Lena and Sabino, Patrick and Nico. Hi. Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanch, and Vishaka from India. Sufane from France, Penelope, Snow, and Nikki all the way from Maine. I hope your dad's doing better. Leo, Tomas, and Alec, Tony, Ace, Ara, and Amber from the Philippines. Bella, AJ, and Angelo, Fifi, and Little Joe, Viviana, and Bethany. Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, Isabella, Gwen's grandkids. Emma, Lynn, and Blake, Jake, and Maddie. Tabia. He's all the way over in Germany. Tabia, Max, and Luca. Good morning, Aja. Aja's here. I'll get back to you, Aja. Tabia, Max, and Luca. Carly and Courtney are my two hearts that walk outside my body. Now I'm so distracted. I already said my kids' names. V and Izzy. Olivia Rose, my niece. Marin Rose, my goddaughter. Molly, James Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake, and Kaylin. Holy guacamole. It's Aja, you guys. All the way from India. He's been rebuilding his house. Whoa. No social media. That is good. And the word for him today is turning, because he's amazing. And he always gave us the most amazing words. Aja, it's so good to see you here. Wow. It's been a long time. But now, the letter T. He's got it for us. Turning. And turning over a new leaf. You know what else is turning over a new leaf? The trees. Because guess what? It's September 15th. And some of the trees have already started to change. No, I'm not ready yet. But you know what time it is? It's vitamin time. Aja, will you pick the page today from 7 to 158? You know what I'm talking about. Our famous favorite yellow book. Let me find it. It's under here somewhere. Is it under the gang? Where did my yellow book go? It fell on the floor. Uh-oh. And so did my tea. And now I have yellow glasses on to match my yellow book. Yellow. I think I dropped the vitamin. Oh no. I totally dropped the vitamin. I'm a mess. You know what though? It's okay. So today, out of the book, the yellow book, turmeric is also yellow. Yes, can you help me to pick a page between 7 and 158? Tinker like Tinkerbell, tutor. Okay, this is so good. Turmeric, tinker, tutor. Aja's always been really good. Teetotaler. But tinker could also be somebody from Ireland that doesn't have the greatest accent. I learned that. Timber. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't believe I dropped the vitamin. Where did it go? I'm going to have to get another one. Because you know what? I have to take two vitamins. Unless maybe I never had it in my hand. I have no idea. I'm going to focus. Teletubby. My mother come up with a Teletubby. Cute. Tinky Winky. Okay, Aja. 7 to 158. If you could pick a page, that'd be a miracle. I'm going to have my vitamins. Let's see what colors they are today. 1, 2, 3. They're two of the same. They're two purple. means they're not going to be too tart. T, tart. Mm. That is hilarious. Just says 132, but my friend from Periscope said, girl, you got more stories in the Bible. Because you know what? It's great that you brought that up. Because so many people taught. So many people have been very generous in loaning me books. And then there are people that donate books. And when I searched through the Facebook pages, and yesterday I went and picked up a box of books. The other day I picked up a box of books. Some books I buy, and then I plan on taking all the books that were donated, not loaned, and I plan on giving them to a school or a community. I'm working on it right now because what I'd like to do is do a live version or social distance version, or we could do a simulcast version of a story time where I talk to the kids about the importance of paying it forward and helping other people that don't have books, and also about the importance of literacy and reading out loud. I would love to get kids to read out loud and record it. I think more kids would listen to stories and watch books. No, watch people read stories and listen to books if people just realize how much fun it could be. So thank you for noticing, but I love that statement. That is hilarious. Thank you so much. All eyes on Lenzo. Yes. Toll. Yeah, I know. You have to pay a toll to get into New York City. All right. Are you ready now to see what 132 says, the message of our day? So excited. I don't think we've ever read from that page. 132. Okay, I need to make a little. I muted you. I had to clear my throat. For anyone ever to be in your life, you have something to gain besides their absence. Wait a minute. Wait. For anyone ever to be in your life, you have something to gain besides their absence. Although you're acquiring the self-confidence to say, I love you, goodbye, might be a reason. It's the first one I don't really understand. If you could see the little girl or little boy in another, you'll probably find that the mask they wear isn't to inspire your fear, but to hide their own. I'm going to check something out really quick. Okay. I'm going to read the last one on page 131. I think it might help make the next one make sense. Okay. See everyone you meet as a brand new chance to fall in love for a different reason than ever before. Friends are friends because they've discovered how much they have in common. Enemies are friends too, who've not yet discovered this. Okay, try this again. For anyone ever to be in your life, you have something to gain besides their absence. Although you're acquiring the self-confidence to say, I love you, goodbye, might be a reason. Got it. That's okay. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a great time and good luck building your house. Bye, my friend. Sometimes understanding their fears helps you to understand their pain and their behavior. And understanding their fears sometimes helps you to understand your own. That's good. That's good. So if you could see the little girl or little boy in another, you'll probably find that the mask they wear isn't to inspire your fear, but to hide their own. Sometimes understanding their fears helps you to understand their pain and their behavior. And understanding their fears sometimes helps you to understand your own. That is totally beautiful and totally makes sense. Did you ever meet somebody and they have a guard up? Maybe like they're afraid or something. Like, for instance, I know with kids, sometimes, sometimes there's always that one kid that you all get invited over to their house. And you go to their house, and the next thing you know, you measure your own house by their house. So let's just say their house is impeccably clean. And maybe their parents are married and yours are divorced. And maybe they have all the snacks in their house. And you're like, wow. And then they're like, can I come to your house? And you're like, no. Your fear might be the excuse you make. Your fear might be no, I like it at your house better. And a lot of times it's because you're afraid of being judged. And the truth is, if they're really your friend, they won't judge you, because that's not why they're going to your house, for the snacks or for how neat it is or how many cool things you have. They're going because they want to learn more about you. And that is so important. So remember that I understand, like people say, you should see where somebody comes from, but their house is not where they come from. This is where they come from. That's the most important thing ever, ever. So don't forget that, okay? So now you know what time it is, right? We have to get Bartholomew. Yes, we have so many people to send love and light to and well wishes. Definitely. So let's do it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's Alpha Bear. Okie dokie pokies. Here we go. This is Bartholomew, my social distancing buddy. And he's here because he likes to help me teach you at home how to share all the energy that we have here with you and all the energy that you have there with me. Positive energy only, please. Although if you are sad, we want to help you get glad. See that? Happiness just pops up here. We want to help you learn how to get glad and happy and inspire joy. And if you're in pain, like our friends, like my one friend Thomas is in the hospital, we're going to send him love and light. We also want to send healing and love and light to Frank, who is watching us right now. Right? I think are you in the hospital, Frank? Because I think it's amazing that you're watching us from the hospital. This is amazing. So we're going to get our helpers. Are you ready to meet our helpers? I am. Yeah, there's so many different ways that we can expand our love and our light and our joy and our hope and our peace. And this is how, just some of the ways. Elephant. He never forgets. So we always want Elephant with us. He represents, hey, even if I'm not thinking of you today, Elephant knows to make sure he sends love and light your way. Let's see. Piggy for loyalty. And yesterday, we forgot Piggy. But then we got reminders because Piggy wound up in lots of our stories. It was pretty cool. Make a wish unicorn. We have our wish unicorn. At 11:11, we make a wish. But when we see this little guy, we want to wish happiness and health and love to everybody out there. Cheeky monkey. I know he's one of the favorites amongst all of you. He's blue because he takes your sadness and he loves to take it from you and help you replace it with gladness. So if you're feeling sad and blue, just send it over to Cheeky. Yeah. Let's see who else is here. Ooh, Dragonfly. My buddy. I love dragonflies. They're such a good sign that somebody is around. Look at you sitting up nice and tall today, Dragonfly, because somebody's around and they're going to protect you like an earth angel. And I love that. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got them. Here we have Lammy. Need a cuddle? Lammy is so good at giving out hugs and cuddling and all sorts of stuff. When you're feeling like you just need a squeeze. And then Cecilia will heal you. Perfect. Because we know that our friend Thomas, hey, get over here. Silly little thing you. Thomas needs healing. And so does our friend Frank. And so many other people do too. So from right now You're going to put that person in your head, right down to your heart, and then right from your heart chakra, you're going to send a beam of light from me to you, and I'll send one. No, you send one from, you know what? You send it, I'll send it, we'll all send it. You know who we don't have yet? One of the most important ones. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Music Bear. Music is so important. You know what? I don't know where he went right now. I think Yogi's sleeping on top of Music Bear. Yogi's got to leave with Music Bear. It's okay. Yogi, you work with Music Bear. We have all these guys. So you guys ready? On the count of 1, 2, 3, we're going to send lots of energy to each other. 1, from your head. 2, from your heart. 3, all the way from your soul, right from your heart center. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What? That was so good today. Ooh, that was so powerful. You guys are majorly amazing light senders. And I say thank you from the bottom of my heart and my heart chakra. Yes, prayers for Tom and Frank. Absolutely. All right, are you guys ready for the next part? I am. I gotta really. Here we go. Okay. That was magical. I'm having some more water. Okay. Are you ready? Now's the time when we focus. We bring all of our energy in. And we bring it in by going up here with our hands. Say, I am. And then only positive words. No negativity. No negative self-talk. Nope. Because in order to show so much love to everyone else, it has to start here. So you want to love yourself by saying only positive things. You ready? Here we go. I am peace. I am love. I am hope. I am ready. I'm ready to read some books. Are you ready? I'm so excited. Today's 3 books, and just in case, I did bring a bonus book. Today's 3 books all come from a donation box that I received in Glenridge a while ago. And I thought, what should we talk about today? What could I do with the letter T? And I thought, you know what? The one word that we tend to forget with the letter T that is so important, that it changes titles, it changes so many things, would be, hey, good morning, Jim. How are you? The. You're like, what? Yeah, the. Let me prove it to you. Here we go. I have 3 books, and they all have the word the in the title. Without the word the, Penguin that hated the cold. Very lonely Firefly. Little Penguin. I mean, that one to me makes the most sense without the, but think about this. This is what it sounds like with the all-important word, sometimes forgotten, never mentioned on the letter T day, the. The penguin that hated the cold. Showing us it's this penguin that does not like the cold. The little penguin. What little penguin? You're a teacher? Good morning. Oh, I'm your teacher. You're here all the time in the morning. Good morning. See? The little penguin. The very lonely firefly. So we're going to start with the very lonely firefly. How cute is a firefly? He almost looks like a dragonfly, except for he has a light in the end of his body. And you know what? Good morning. It's magical because this little guy right here is a dragonfly. And a couple people asked me if it was a firefly. But no, because you know what's missing? I'll show you. Because this is what my firefly would have. See that? If it was a firefly, it would have light coming out of its end of its body, its butt. See? So I can make a firefly. That would be the kind of firefly I would like to be. The kind that looks like a disco light. But no, mine's a dragonfly. This is a firefly. By Eric Carle. At the sunset, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. Hey now. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. How cute he is. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. Hear that noise? The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a candle flickering in the night. What's going on? She says. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the light. Quiet out there. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it. But it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. What is it? Hey, stop fighting. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a dog and a cat an owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. Thank you. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding the night. Wow, look, it's beautiful. Fireflies saw so many lights. It flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. Ooh, ah. Beautiful. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Wait a minute. I skipped a page. I'm sorry. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. Look at how beautiful. So, so, so cute. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now, the firefly wasn't lonely anymore. Aw, that's amazing. And you know what? Can we count them? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fireflies. Totally not lonely anymore. He found his friends. How nice is that? The very lonely firefly. Okay. Next, we've got back-to-back books about penguins. Now, I don't know. Today I just thought it might be a fun idea. We're going to start with this one first. The Penguin That Hated the Cold. Adapted by Barbara Brenner. It's a Walt Disney book. Once there was a penguin named Pablo. He lived on a block of ice, far away at the South Pole. The weather there was always cold. Penguins like the cold. Most penguins, that is. But not Pablo. Penguins like to dive and swim and catch fish in icy water. But not Pablo. Pablo was the only penguin on his block who hated the cold. All the other penguins went skiing and ice skating, or they played all day in the snow at the beach. But not Pablo. Pablo stayed inside close to the hot stove. He kept his flippers warm and his feathers warm. Cold weather, said Pablo, is for the birds. The other birds, not me. Very interesting. One day, Pablo said to himself, "It is silly to be chilly. I will go where I can be warm all the time." He put on his skis and packed his stove on his back. "So long, you birds," he said to the other penguins. "Wish me luck." Oh, something was wrong. The stove was pulling him backwards. Whoa. Pablo was going the wrong way. Down the hill he went, faster and faster. He was sliding straight toward a cliff. That's scary, Pablo. Suddenly, Pablo was hanging upside down. His skis had caught on the icy cliffs. Now that was not such a good idea, said the other penguins. Poor Pablo was frozen stiff. They had to carry him home to his igloo. There they held him under a hot shower until he could walk again. I wonder what happened to the stove. The next day, Pablo had another idea. He put hot water bags on his feet and under his coat, and he put them around his neck. "So long, you birds," said Pablo. "This time, Nothing can go wrong. But something did. When Pablo stopped to look at his map, the hot water bags melted the snow, they melted the ice, and Pablo sank. And sank. And sank. Poor Pablo, said the other penguins. He'll never get anywhere. When they pulled him out, he was frozen in a block of ice. And that was the way they carried him home. Oh my goodness, he looks like an ice cube. But Pablo's hot stove soon melted the ice. Well, I'm glad to see they got the stove back there. Next day, Pablo said, now I have an idea that will really work. I will go by boat. Uh-oh. He got a saw and cut a boat out of ice under his igloo. Look what he did. He cut the entire perimeter of his home so that he could be a frozen, like a houseboat. Inside the igloo, everything was ready for the big trip. His stove was in place. His tub was in place. He was all set to go. He has his feet up. What's he reading? The atlas. All the penguins on the block came to say goodbye, and Pablo pulled up his sail, and off he went. Look at that. His boat sailed on and on through snow and fog, past mountains of ice. Day after day, night after night, Pablo sailed on. Nervous what's going to happen if he goes into warm water? Then one morning, he woke up to find that the sun was shining. Hot weather at last. I made it, cried Pablo. He took off his warm clothes. He lay down in the warm sunshine. Oh boy, Pablo said, this is the life. Here, look. But Pablo spoke too soon. The hot sun started to melt his house. Then it began to melt his boat. Oh no! Oh no. But there was a hole in the bottom of the tub where water began to run in. Pablo had to pour it out as fast as he could. Quickly, he put the shower pipe into the hole, and the water began to splash out. Look at that. It's like he made his own speedboat. Suddenly, the tub started to go full speed ahead. Far away, Pablo saw land and trees. See that? His boat sailed up onto the sandy beach. Pablo got out. He walked over to a banana tree and picked a nice yellow banana. "This looks like a good place to build my house," he said. He collected lots of branches and he started building. At last, Pablo had found the land of his dreams. No more cold for him. That looks pretty amazing to me too, Pablo. I'd like to go live in a straw hut on the beach. The end. That's it. He's like, there's nothing left to tell. You guys need to know that. But look what's here. A turtle. And look, it's a turtle table, and it brought him over a drink. And wait a minute. Didn't Frank say? Let's go way back in the comments. I don't know if I can go there. Terrence Turtle tried turning towards Tammy Tortoise on the track Tuesday. I don't know why I thought there was a drink of something involved in there. But look at that. Turtle, tortoise, the penguin that hated the cold. Okay, time for our third book. This is called The Little Penguin by Chris McGowan. McEwen? I'm not really sure how to say it. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, far away in a cold and snowy land, a baby prince was born to the king and queen of the penguins. So great was their joy that a grand royal birthday party was planned to celebrate the event. This is the story of one little penguin who went to that party. Exciting. Special delivery, announced the postman as he handed an important-looking letter to the little penguin. It's from the palace, he cried. An invitation to a birthday party for the baby prince. All of his friends also had invitations. Now they must each find a present to take to the party. So exciting. Look at that. Perhaps he would like one of my old toys, said the little penguin. But it was decided that a visit to the toy shop would be a much better idea. Then he could choose something really special. The shop was full of every kind of toy that the little penguin could imagine. But somehow, none of them seemed quite special enough for a baby prince. The journey, Jack Frost, wait, excuse me, sorry. I got pages stuck together. The little penguin was worried as he went to bed that night. He tried very hard to think of a really special idea for a birthday present. And as he thought, he whistled to himself. He always whistled at the same time and to the same tune whenever he needed to think. I love to whistle. He would give the baby prince his tune. The little penguin frowned. But however will I wrap it up? Oh dear. All at once the room was filled with an amazing light. It's like this. Out of the shining light, there appeared a fairy penguin. Permit me to help you if I can, she said kindly. I know a place where we will surely find the answer to your problem. Come with me, come. And together they flew out of the bedroom window, off into the night sky. Wow. That's so cool. Ooh, The Journey, Jack Frost, the Ice Garden. Definitely. Onward they flew, faster and higher over mountains and seas, until they at last they landed plop in deep soft snow. Where are we? Asked the little penguin. These are the Northlands, said a passing snowman, home of the Winter Kings. We must go in search of Santa Claus. And the fairy penguin, he knows everything about wrapping gifts. Santa Claus. Do you see that? So exciting. Some friendly bears showed them the way. They wandered through the icy corridors guarded by snowbots, down freezing stairways and across chilly chambers. They strayed until they last found themselves in the awesome presence of a vast and frosty giant. Look at that. The little penguin was rather shy, but his fairy friend boldly explained that they were trying to find Santa Claus to ask for his help in making a parcel of the little penguin's tune. Look at that. I'm Jack Frost, the icy giant roared. I'm Jack Frost. The icy giant roared in a voice like the north wind. Give me your tune, and I will turn it into splinters of ice. I will wrap it in hoarfrost and seal it with freezing flakes of snow. Wow. That seems intense. This is a spooky story. Thank you, said the fairy penguin politely, but that wouldn't do at all. For how would we even wrap up such a parcel? If you would be so kind to show us the way, we will see what Santa Claus has to say. There was a long, chilly silence while Jack Frost stared at the two friends. Then he said coldly, Come, I will show you the path that leads into my garden. Then he laughed loudly, But you will have to find your own way out. The ice garden seemed to go on forever, and around them the sound of Jack Frost's laughter echoed like a raging blizzard. All was well. However, for warm, friendly faces soon began to appear. Oh, yikes. Together they journeyed to the gates of Christmas Land, where more friends waited to greet them. We are Santa Claus's helpers. How may we help you? This is a cool book. I had no idea Santa was in this book. We would like to see Santa Claus, please, said the fairy penguin. I need his help to wrap a present, announced the little penguin. Everyone was surprised at this. He is awfully busy, said one of the robots sternly. Suddenly, they heard a sound and turned to see a huge door slowly opening. Santa Claus, the workshop, the gift. Behind the door was Santa Claus himself. He took the friends to his parlor, and over tea, the little penguin told him all about the baby prince's birthday present. When the story was finished and the little penguin had whistled his tune, Santa Claus nodded wisely. "Bravo!" he cried. "That will be an excellent gift, but it is not an easy task to put a tune into a parcel." Look it. They took the problem to the workshops, and after instructions from Santa Claus, buttons were pressed, switches were switched, levers were pulled, workers were worked, and helpers helped. Finally, a long time later, a beautifully wrapped parcel tied with a ribbon emerged from a machine and was presented to the little penguin. "Come quickly," said the fairy penguin. "It's time to leave. The party is tomorrow, and today is almost yesterday. We mustn't be late." Home they flew with the precious parcel, tumbling and falling through the air until at last the little penguin found himself crash landing on his own familiar bed. Whoa. That's so cool. The little penguin's parents were amazed when they heard about Santa Claus's workshops and how the tune was put into the parcel. Before long, he was tucked into bed where, thinking happily about tomorrow's party, he soon fell into a deep sleep. I did that by accident. Dressing up, the party, the surprise. It was the day of the baby prince's party. Everyone dressed in their party clothes to set off for the palace. On skis and snowshoes, sleds and skates they went, and the last to arrive was the fairy penguin. All the guests presented their gifts to the baby prince until finally it was the turn of the little penguin. "The prince is very glum," said the king, looking worried. "If your gift doesn't make him smile, then the party will be canceled and everyone must go home." That's a lot of pressure. Wow. The little penguin bowed and placed his parcel in the royal cradle. The baby frowned even harder, then pulled the ribbon with all his might. That's amazing. The wrapping fell off. Inside was a box. Then a lid flew up and music filled the air. Inside the box, a tiny fairy penguin twirled around and around in time to the little penguin's happy tune. See that? Soon the band began to play along with the melody. The baby prince started to smile, and the more and more music played, the wider his smile became. Everyone danced, including the king and queen, while the baby prince laughed and laughed. Good job! It was the best party anyone could ever remember. The baby was still smiling as they said their goodbyes. The two friends flew home, but the fairy penguin stopped at the garden gate. "I must leave now," she said. "There is much to be done." And she flew off into the night. "But when will I see you again?" called the little penguin. The answer came back faintly from the darkness. "Whenever you look for me." I love that story. "The only thing is," sighed the little penguin, "once my tune was put into a box, I found I couldn't remember it at all. How will I do any serious thinking without my tune? Just then, the doorbell rang, and there on the step, softly playing the little penguin's tune, was another music box. Far above, a tiny light flickered once before fading away into the night. The end. How awesome was that story? That's a great story, The Little Penguin. Aw, buddy. Guys, that was an amazing story, and it's my time to go. I have to go to work. It is Tuesday, September 15th. That's Yogi. And we're going to breathe our way out. I am happy. I am excited. I am filled with hope. I am filled with joy. Thank you so much for joining me. Put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right, and give yourself a squeeze from me, a hug so tight, and know that I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning, 10 to 11, Sunday through Friday, live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. Thank you so much. If you want to see more stories, you can go to Donna Vee Comedy on YouTube, and pretty much everything I've done is there. There's a few I probably missed, but you know what? A lot of them are there. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.